anything that surrounds you. Please subscribe to my page. Thank you, subscribers, for always supporting my channel. Any new subscribers, welcome. And I'm going to do the generative readings for all signs, okay? Again, please use your own discretion and use the problem. So, cards is from the cards and the psychic tarot for heart or okay? Current situation in the heart of the matter, the current situation in the heart of the matter, strength, okay. So do you know what I'm picking up? Whatever's going on with you right now, there could be something that is getting you quite annoyed, okay, if you're finding out some information. But your guides are saying try to calm your anger. Yeah, they understand that the situation can be quite getting angry, knowing what's going on, what's been done, okay? But you guys have got you, okay? You guys have got you in this situation, and they want you to submit in the sense of don't get angry, okay? They've got you, okay? Have faith. Yeah, we know it can be easier said than done sometimes, but I think situation with people at hand are trying to affect your I think they want you to sabotage yourself. Okay? You guys are yes, show your strength, but don't show your anger, okay? Because that's what these energies want. Alright? And they're just what they're doing behind the scenes is they're trying to affect your anger. Or you know, just calm down with your anger, okay? No one's judging anyone here, okay? Because the situation can get you frustrated, but calm your anger. Challenge, obstacles, challenges currently face. Your obstacles and challenges, okay? Could be a couple of a family. It could be a situation enmity with someone, whether it's someone you have a relationship with or it is a relation in a family dynamic, okay? So yeah, there could be a situation here where you're finding out some information she's leaving you, in a way angry. I wouldn't say upset, more angry, okay? Because of what someone's done or what someone's doing, okay? But yeah, speak your truth in regards to it, but I'm sure these people will get their karma in due time, okay? So it's either with a relation, someone in your family, okay, family dynamic, or it's someone that may have known in the past, or you crossed their path, okay? Or it could be someone you had a relationship with, or it's someone that you had children with, okay? Something for 10. The 10 represents a completion, an ending. So, this is crossing you, okay? So something has crossed you, okay, in some type of way. Yeah, I can get that you can be annoyed, it's really humans at the end of the day. But yeah, you have strength in the situation, okay? And I think the energies don't like your strength. Maybe at one stage, someone that you would need them. Yeah, it's like you're taking your strength back, okay? But you're standing in your power. There's definitely someone here that's crossed you. Again, whether it's with a relation, a family dynamic, or someone that you knew from the past, okay? You had a relationship with, you had children with, or again, yeah, it's a family, okay? Good to do with mum, dad, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, whoever these people are to you. Foundation, past events or influences that have shaped the present situation. Past events, influences that have shaped the present situation. King of Swords. Okay, so you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is the past influence that has shaped the present situation. Okay, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone is cold, malicious. Okay, someone may have had some type of position, or they have used their position and their power. Okay. Recent past, what happens in the recent past. Okay, Virgo energy in reverse. Someone, I don't know, someone here that maybe you may have had children with. I don't know if they thought that you get back with them or come back around or run back to them, but the Fool in reverse, you didn't take a leap of faith, okay? Maybe they thought that you weren't, I don't know, maybe this person thought that you were a fool, maybe they thought you weren't paying attention, maybe they expected you to take this leap of faith and come back around, but you didn't. You could have been dealing with a Virgo, the Fool in reverse, you didn't take that leap of faith, okay? So yeah, could be Virgo involved, confirmation. What you're aware of, High Priestess. Okay. Alright, there could be someone here that knows that the High Priestess knows what's hidden, okay? Someone may see you as a mystery, or you could be looked at like a mystery, okay? Or someone's become aware of your position for you that whatever's hidden from you, you reveal, okay? In return, you have a lot of strength in this situation that, yeah, may have got you annoyed, okay, in regards to a connection with whoever, okay, that crossed you one time, okay, or may have been thinking that, yeah, if you come back around, I'll cross you again. You have to put in your hands, okay? Torah, you know, you're someone that's into astrology, you're someone that learns about mysteries, secrets, okay? Hidden secrets, okay? You have the present moon there, which represents, you represent both dark and light, okay? In the sense of, you know, like if people want to do dark stuff against you, like something like that, or use the moon to, or you know, the moon phases to do magic towards you, you know of this, okay? Alright? So you represent both, okay? Both shadow aspects. Like, well, the dark, it could have been, you just, it's about balance, okay? You can't be in one or the other, you've got to have both, okay? To be in balance. The High Priestess, someone could be aware that with some cosmic energy you receive sacred knowledge, okay? Or you could be aware that there was another High Priestess, there could have been someone else that was may also do something that you do. This could have been someone that you knew from the past, okay? This could have been someone you knew from the past that you saw as a friend that you now know has crossed you, okay? Water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person could have been working with the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or someone here could have been having some relationship with someone, okay? So yeah, the Fool in reverse, you're no longer, you're no fool, you're not taking a leap of faith around these people no more, because you know you've been crossed, okay? There's some information you've tapped into. Yeah. I would just avoid these people, I wouldn't deal with them again. You know the truth, we've got some truth, okay? And just stay away from them. Once you know the truth or you know the situation at hand, stay away from them, okay? These obviously work so much nice people, okay, to betray you. So yeah, you could be having victory in a situation right now. Underlining forces, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Underlining forces and seeds. Mm. I'm going to clarify that 7 of Ace of Cups coming up. That represents emotions, someone having a lot of emotions, a lot of love. That could be for you though, for yourself. Okay, you love yourself. Okay, which rather than giving that time and attention over to another, and loving yourself is a powerful thing. Okay, because you're taking your power back, you're standing in your power. You're not letting another take your power from you. Okay, so yeah, it could be something to do with a relation, whether it's someone you had children with, someone you had once was in a relationship with. It could have been a family that have crossed you, or you no longer talk to, you no longer take that leap of faith. You fall for them no more. You're not taking, you're paying attention to what's going on around you. Okay. External forces, external forces, external forces. Ooh, the devil. Wow. Yeah. No wonder you've taken a leap of faith and gone in a new direction. Okay? So this could represent a dark path, external force, something about being a path, doing something dark. Okay? Being bound to a dark energy. Okay? You could have gone through domestic violence, there could have been arguments, fights in a relationship, there could have been drugs, alcohol involved, okay? But you are no longer on this dark path, okay? And these external forces, or external force, or forces, okay? You no longer taking a leap of faith and going in that direction anymore, okay? You've gone in a completely different direction. So there could be alcohol, drugs, whatever involved, okay? Or just a dark path, okay? External forces, dark energies. You no longer want to be surrounded with them, okay? You're taking power, control of your life. You're not judging people, but you just don't want to be around them, okay? Especially if you've tapped in or you've changed your life around and you've taken a different path in your life. You're known for, you're not going back down that road because there wasn't no good memories. You've gone in a new direction, you've taken your power back from the devil, okay? The devil could be a person, place or thing, okay? But this devil energy hasn't got the power over you no more, okay? These external forces. Your hopes, your fears. Your hopes, your fears. Your hopes and your fears. Your hopes and your fears. Yeah, you're guarded. You're guarded, okay? Because you know that these are the energies that want to drag you, or if they have the chance, get you back down that dark road. So you're guarded right now, okay, towards these external forces, okay? Of course you're going to feel, like you're not feeling with people, but you just don't want to go back down that road. You don't want to be connected with these people again, okay? You know these type of energies, they will cast illusions, okay, to lies to get you back, okay, if they have the chance. So you're very much guarded, okay. So with that there and the sword there, that's you're guarded from the illusions, okay? Right, you're guarded. There could have been lies, illusions, secrets kept from you. Or there could have been people talking about you. I'm sure you don't care, but you're just not dealing with these people, okay? Near future. Someone may have lied about you and children, okay? And you're like, well, you need to take a good look at yourself, okay? Because with the influence that you're under, it could have been a toxic dynamic. Someone you went through domestic violence with, it could have been someone that, you know, it just wasn't a good situation, okay? So, yeah, someone could be talking about you, talking about your children, talking, saying that you're a bad mother. Well, don't worry about these people, okay? Don't worry about them. Because these are the same energies, external forces that are on a dark path. And it's easier for people to point the finger at others when they haven't sorted out their own life, do you understand? Okay? These could be people that drink together and gossip, alright? Talk about you, talk about things, and you're like, you don't care because you're not around these people. You don't care what they've got to say. What they say don't matter to you. You're still moving on with your life. You've taken your power back. You're no fool. You're not going back to no Virgo, someone that you had children with, was that you once in a relationship with. They need to sort out their life and sort out whatever it is that they're doing dark in their life, okay? Because it's easier for people to point fingers at others when they need to take a good look in the mirror of their own life, okay? Because these energies are not perfect. This person ain't perfect, okay? This could have been someone you had children with, someone where maybe you went through a court case or something like that, okay? There could have been situations in your life where something good never turns out, but then there could have been some information that was given to this person that you had children with, and that information shouldn't have been given to them, and they're discussing your private business to other people, okay? I mean, let's just say you've got two children, one child from one man, another child from another. Let's say your past relationship, okay? They should be discussing your business. It's got nothing to do with them. A past relationship, someone that you had children with prior, has nothing to do with these people, okay? And to be honest, I'm picking up you really don't care for none of these people. None of them. In fact, you don't like none of them. There could be something to do with the Capricorn, okay? Maybe someone here's got children with someone, or this is someone that's still on a dark path. Do you know what I mean about these people? They're too quick to talk about others, but they need to take a good look in the mirror of their own life and what they're doing, okay? But you're guarded from these energies, okay? Because you're not going back around towards them, okay? Especially these personal people are still under the influence of whatever substance, alcohol, okay? And they thought that maybe, yeah, I don't know, maybe someone here thought that he was going to come back around to the plant of seed with them. You're like, to the hell no, okay? your near future. Well, there's a fire sign here, 10 of Wands. These people want to weigh you down with burdens, okay? Or they are going to be weighed down with burdens. I won't say you are. This is the near future. That's what I said, your near future. So this is the near future. So someone here is, they've got burdens to carry. So there could be someone here that was working with a fire sign, okay? Maybe both of them are going to have burdens to carry. Or these entities wanted to place their burdens on you, okay? They wanted to place their burdens on you, right? And this is why you didn't take the leap of faith and come back around. You're like, put your burdens on me, okay? I'm not carrying you to carry your burdens. So, yeah, something about fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, that could be working with others, okay? You have like, I don't know, someone here is trying to hide their face, but this person here has like blondish hair, blondish mousy hair, okay? So, and you can, this could be like, this could be like Caucasian. Someone that's with someone that's darker, okay? It could be someone that's got dark skin, okay? That these energies are around, okay? But you've got to realise, yeah, there could be someone that's Caucasian and someone else that's of darker skin, okay? But they're if they're trying to place, yeah, you're just not dealing with these people because number one, you're not on a dark path, okay? You didn't take a leap of faith and go, you weren't no fool, you weren't about to plant no seed back with these people. You weren't about to allow them to put their burdens or weigh you down. But I'm seeing that someone here is going to be having burdens to deal with, okay? Well, the burdens that they're carrying, they're not going to be able to carry, okay? Because already you're guarded, you're vigilant. It's like these energies want to try to put a burden on you, right? You could be a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius, okay? You could be someone that's younger, this could be your family, maybe you're guarded and vigilant now, okay? The outcome. You're standing on high grounds. Yeah, you're blocking these energies. Okay, your vibration is raised. You're higher than these people. These people are below you, underneath you, okay? Alright? They're low vibe energies, okay? Which means their energy is low vibe. What they're doing is low vibe. They're on a dark path, okay? If they're trying to send you their negative energy, you've raised your vibration, okay? You're at a higher, it's getting blocked. Whatever they're sending you, it's getting blocked. It's going back to them, okay? These energies are not protected because, because of the dark path that they're on, the devilish things that they're doing in their life, and that could be anything, okay? So when you're drinking alcohol, taking certain substances, doing things that are toxic on that dark path, okay? It's going back, it's getting blocked from you and it's going back to them, okay? So we have this fire sign here that's burdened, okay? They're trying to hide, someone's trying to hide that they've got burden, okay? Someone's trying to sneak around like all smiling, but really behind it, okay? Behind it, and like, oh, they're all right, but they're not. They're carrying a lot of burdens, okay? Because someone is into sending some type of dark magic, or was into some darker magic, or they were just sending you negative energy, and your vibration's raised, okay? You're at a higher vibration. That energy that's sending, or magic they're sending, it's getting blocked and it's being sent to sender, okay? So yeah. The good thing is, you're not around these people, you're not on that dark path they're on. The energy is getting blocked, it's going back to these people, okay? Therefore, the Seven of Pentacles. So there's underlying forces, okay, that are working with you, alright? That are helping you in this situation. You're having your wishes granted and you're fulfilled, okay? And there could be someone here, whether they're thinking of you or thinking about the past or dwelling on the past or they're seeing that you're doing well, that you're happy, you're content, you wish it is, okay? Someone may be thinking, wow, they didn't realise who you was, or maybe you didn't claim who you was when you was around these people, okay? Again, you're not judging, but you just don't want to, we've got to take responsibility for our own life and our own path. And when it comes to being on a path that's not good for us, it's for us to take responsibility to say enough's enough, I don't like that lifestyle, there's more to life, I don't want to be on this path anymore, I didn't like doing that, I didn't like doing this, it didn't serve me, it didn't make me a nice person, or I just don't want to be around this group of people, or I don't want to be doing that situation no more, I don't want to be on that path no more. It's down to everyone to take responsibility to either get there, to change your life around, or to move away from people that you know that, you yourself, you'll be keeping yourself stuck, okay? So to get yourself out of a dynamic like that, it's either, you take your power back in a sense of you leave these type of people behind, because it's not just about giving things up and still being around these energies that don't make sense. It takes a lot of work. When there have been people that you've grown up with from childhood and you've known them for years, you're used to them. But then at the same time, you know that they're not good, that you're sacrificing yourself or because they're sacrificing their life, they want to hold on to you and they don't want you moving forward. So what you've got to do in terms of release, you've got to release what no longer serves your higher good, whether it's a person, a place or a thing. Not everyone can do that, okay? Because it means not just giving up that dark path, it means giving up the people that were connected to it. And that means starting over again, zero, starting again in life. And some people, as I said, are not willing to do it because they're so used to it, okay? But you were someone here that wasn't afraid to start again. Because when one door shuts, another opens. Old keys don't open new doors. And you weren't about to be kept in the past, and you weren't about to allow yourself or others to hold you back because you wanted better and more for yourself. Not only that, if you have children, you want, this is for your children as well, it's not just for yourself, okay? You want to be the better mum, the better dad for your children, whoever you are, okay? This ain't for these people. You're thinking about your family. You're not worried about the person that you had the family with. They'd be grown. But who you are working towards, doing this for, is for yourself and number two, your children. But these people, you're not holding yourself back no more. You're not allowing others to hold you back. You're not holding on to that sinking ship that's going to drag you down. And some people are not going to like it. You've got some people that can't release that because they're so set in their ways or they're so bound to it. Or they may feel, well, the age I'm at now, it's too late. It's never too late. It don't matter what age you are. Some people free themselves from situations like this younger than what others do. Some people later on in life. Everyone's path is different. Have an attitude for gratitude. Okay? So yeah, you're grateful. Okay? You vibrate, you have gratitude. Okay? For the underlying forces, your ancestors. Okay? For God helping you. Alright? You've done the work, and this is why you've been rewarded. When you do the work, you get rewarded. When you see what is no longer good for you, and you close that chapter out, you've done the work, you're doing the work, you get rewarded for it. But when you stay where you are, things can't progress in one's life. Setting your intentions, okay? So this could be saying this for someone in this dynamic, set your intentions. It could be done if you want it to be done. All you've got to do is ask for guidance, ask your spirit guides. If you're unaware, someone could be trying to get on the path you're on, but they can't. I'm telling you, your guides are telling you, you need to set your intentions. What is your intention behind it? Why do you want to do this? That's for those that want to get away from the dark path. Okay? If it's for your children, set your intentions. Okay? If you want to be a better father, better mother for your family, set your intentions. Number one, maybe start moving away from the area that you lived in, that you've been used to, the people you've grown up with. Maybe you need to, number one, start by moving away from them, taking a leap of faith, going in a totally new direction. Okay? Maybe around people you don't know, but you've got to start over again. It's about starting over again. Okay? If you go to work, yeah, move away from these people, go to work, pay attention to that, come home, ask for guidance, ask your guides, ask them for guidance. How do I make this move? Can you help me in this situation? I don't want to be on this dark path, I don't want to be around these people no more. I want to start afresh. I need guidance, my spirit guides, can you help me? Can you show me? They may show you through your dream state. You may get signs and synchronicities. You may see 0202, 0606, 0505, 1313, 777, 888. Pay attention to numbers. You may, look and see a bus going past you. It could be a message on the bus. Okay? Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't just walk that path with rose-coloured glasses on. Okay? Look around. There's signs and synchronicities. Your guides will show you through signs and synchronicities. Okay? Or what you need to do is maybe change your number. That's another thing. Change your number. Get rid of these people's numbers. The same ones that you used to maybe meet up with, link up with. Change your number. Don't give them your new number. But you've got to start again. Because, you just got to start again in life. Again, you just got to ask for guidance, okay? So there's something, you could be a fire sign, right? It could be any sign. But there's someone here that, I can see that you're carrying burdens. Maybe you're not happy in a relationship. You want to take a new path. You've got to ask for guidance. Pay attention to your dreams. And maybe stop going back to the person that you have children with if you find yourself going back all the time. It doesn't mean because you have children with someone that you have to keep going back with them. You see, this is where people get caught up. People that have children with others and they split up and then, you know, they leave it a few months or a year or something like that, or they go that way and the other partner goes this way and they end up seeing different people, then that don't work out, then they come back together again. All that you've got to stop. That's the cycle that you're still finding yourself on. Especially if you know it's not good, it's a toxic dynamic. You know, you spend time apart, alright, it's good because you've had that freedom apart. Then you come back again, you miss each other, yeah? And then what happens again? The dynamic starts again because it's always been there. And nothing ain't gonna change. In fact, it will just get worse. Patience is a virtue. Yeah, you've got to have patience. Some people haven't got patience. Some people want it now, now, now. Life don't go like that. You can't make anything happen overnight. Sometimes it takes years. But you've got to have the patience. And you've got to set your intentions. You know, it's not just about your guides doing the work for you. You've got to do the work as well for your guides to help you. Be of service, yeah. Okay, be of service to others. And that could be something that someone's gone through or you've gone through. So this is something you've gone through with people. Be of service to others. Someone here could be of service to others. Okay? Helping guides. Ask your guides. Ask for guidance. Some of you, yeah, you have been removed, okay? I'm not stating that, alright, that I'm feminine. Because some of you have known that people have done you wrong, they put you in third parties, okay? They purposely wanted to put burdens on you. They purposely really wanted you, like, strung out on something that you couldn't get off. And that could have been something to do with someone you had children with, and you were annoyed with that person. But how can you do that? How can you want me be so addicted to something that you knew that I wouldn't be able to get off, but you were strong enough not even to go down that dark path? Yeah, this could have been someone you had children with, Virgo energy, okay? And you're remembering, boy, I remember when that person was trying to, wanted me bound to something dark. Could have been a drug where, you know, people can't get off. And you just can't get over that. You're like, how wicked can you be? This is why you don't want nothing to do with these people. You're like, how can you want that? And you're seeing clearly. Yeah, you've got the right to be angry because you're seeing something clearly. You're like, you're just evil. I don't want nothing to do with you. And this is why you're no longer ever returning to this situation, ever. You're like, I'd never get back, never return to you, because I can't forget what you said, what you wanted from me. But now you in turn are being a service for others, to help them. Because there's people sometimes that know that you're gifted or your path's good or, you know, and they want to destroy you. You can't, you know, it's, see this person as evil, simple as that, whether you've got children with them or not, okay? And the reason being is because of what they try to do. They try to get you bound in a way that you could never free yourself, and you were like, I'm done, I'm done. I see you for who you are. Okay, I see you clearly. I think you're right out wicked and evil. I don't want to be around you. I'm not interested. You know, and again, as I said, it could be a family, someone you've got a family with, and you're like, you're just shaking your head. You're just shaking your head. And this is why you're being a service to others, because there could be other people here in dynamics in the same situation, and their partner maybe wants, you know, so they don't move on or better their life. They want to, you know, get them on drugs, or, yeah, go on, just try a little bit. It won't hurt you, just try a bit. Go on, go on. It won't, it's not addictive, yeah? When they know what it will do. So this message goes out to any of you, just in case, all right, you're with someone and, you know, there could be arguments and fights, and sometimes people need release. They go and get a drink, and then the drink turns into 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then, you know, then before you know it, you've got an addiction, alcohol addiction. And then, you know, you up that addiction to something else. Or then your partner's like, oh, try a bit of this. Someone that loves you wouldn't do that. This is how you open your eyes and you say, you know what? Boy, you was really the wrong person I met. It doesn't mean because someone around you, yeah, I'm not even going to say that, but just, you know, if you're in that situation, just move away from the person. Just, you've got to ask for guidance. You need to set your intentions. And setting your intentions, number one, is stop doing this. Cut these energies off. Okay? Oh yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but you've got to set your intentions. Maybe move away. Maybe end the relationship. If you keep splitting up, going back, knowing that it's a toxic dynamic, knowing that you don't want that life no more, don't go back. Don't go back. Love is your energy, okay? So love is your energy, and you're being yourself, okay? See, that's another thing, because if people feel so that you're such a loving person that a lot of them thought you was naive, foolish, or, you know, they could get you down that dark path or keep you stuck on that path with them, or whatever it was, or the path that you kept yourself stuck on. At the end of the day, you're trying to, you know, love is your energy, you're still loving, okay? And you want to be a service to others. Someone who wants to be a service to others by giving them information of things, you know, opening up their eyes in regards to what
By Post is the UK's #1 online bullion dealer. Bullion by Post makes the process of buying precious metals easy and secure. You can buy bars and coins and get...
Or seeing that what you've gone through, maybe they've gone through, okay? So be of service to others. Trying to get you to set your intentions. Someone here is way down burdened. They're like, they want to, someone does. Again, you've got to set your intentions, okay? If you're not happy in a situation, you need to end it, okay? Maybe you need to go and seek a solicitor, maybe. Say, look, you know, I'm with someone, I've got children with someone, and they keep threatening if I leave them, they're going to stop me from seeing my children. This is why I keep going back. Okay? I don't know. Because I don't know if there is drugs or alcohol involved. Maybe you may want to say that to your barrister or solicitor. Look, you know, they're under the influence or they drink a lot, or I'm a bit concerned for the children, and that's why I don't really want to leave. I want to be there because it's the children about. You may be able to get custody of them if small children, but you've got to set the intentions. You know, you do have fathers out there that do take custody of their children because they go down that path, they set the intentions. Right? Maybe he needs to get evidence of whatever's going on in the home. So that if you go to court or you use something to get your children, you can show evidence. If a person keeps attacking you in the home and you're retaliating and you keep walking out, get evidence of that so that if you want to take your children and make a better life for them, you've got evidence there. Or they drink or they dabble in something, okay? Get the evidence. Don't relinquish your power. Don't relinquish your power. Don't put the light out, okay? Don't relinquish your power, which is love is your energy. Still carry on being loving. Don't allow the situation to put your flame out, your light, okay? Learn from your mistakes. Yeah. We're saying that you're not perfect, no one's perfect. Your life ain't perfect. Many people that have been through situations. But it's about learning from your past. Seeing red flags moving forward. Like if you get in a new relationship or you meet someone else and, you know, you're like, oh, they're like, and you're like, oh, so what do you like to do the weekend? I like going to the club with my mates, and you're like, oh, okay, all right. I mean, you're not going to go from there, no, I'm all right, I'm good, thanks, no, you're a drinker. You'll just say, oh, all right, okay, well, it was nice meeting you. And then you say, no, that's a red flag. That's it, if, because, you know, you may not want to be around drinkers no more, I don't know. Or there could have been a situation where you was with someone in the past and they would get violent when they would drink. So you the red flags moving forward. Learn from your past mistakes, okay? Or if you meet a new friend moving forward, going on a new journey, and they're smoking something or they're doing something, learn from your mistakes. Learn from past events. Pay attention to the signs. Appreciate your talents. Okay? So you've got some type of talents. Appreciate your talents. I don't know, maybe your father, maybe you could have a son, maybe you like showing him how to play football. Okay, or maybe you've got some talent. Maybe you're into music, appreciate your talents. Maybe someone in the dynamic in the relationship telling you, maybe they keep putting you down and saying, oh, you're no good at this, you're no good at that. Yeah, because they don't feel good within their self. So what people do like that is try to they will make you, they will put their insecurities on you, okay, when really they're thinking about that of themselves. So it's easier to say, oh, you're no good at this, or you're crap at that, and yeah, like attracts like. Possess self-confidence. Yeah, I mean, healing doesn't happen overnight. Healing takes years, and some of you, once you're finding out the truth behind dynamics, yeah, of course, you know, you're going to go through a little wave of emotions. It could be, first of all, you get angry when you start tapping in and finding out the truth, yeah, okay, and then your anger starts subsiding, all right, because you're like, you know what, yeah, what's the point? What's the point of what's the point? What's the point? Accept struggles as lessons. What's the point of getting angry? What's the point of wanting to, you know, because that means you're going back to square one. So just cut these people off. Yeah, the situation's going to get anyone annoyed, but just cut them off. Just cut them off. It's that energy over to you. I'm just done. I've got nothing to do with you. I'm just trying to help others, or, you know, you're just being yourself, but you're being of service as well, okay? But you're strong in your convictions, as simple as that, okay? You know, yeah, of course you can get people angry or get you annoyed when you really find out the real truth behind people's intentions, and thinking that you had people smiling in your face and thinking that they were your friends for years, and all along they've been doing, you know, the most behind your back, or talking behind your back, or stabbing you in your back, or, you know, you telling them your secrets and then discussing your business with other people. That ain't nice to find out, okay? Yeah, of course it's going to get anyone annoyed, but at the end of the day, just remove yourself. Remove yourself from these people, okay? Leave them where they are and block them. You know, everyone does have value, alright? But at the end of the day, everyone's on their own path, okay? Everyone's on their own path. Everyone in their life has situations that they've been through in their life, okay? There could have been things you went through, there could have been something that someone else went through that was either similar or a bit different, okay? And it could have been connected to your childhood, okay? A lot of the time it's things that, you know, our parents have put onto us, or things that, you know, we've gone through, or we've seen our parents go through. You could have been someone that saw domestic violence in your childhood with your parents, okay? You could have seen your dad hitting your mum. Sorry, this is going to trigger some people. And you as a man, you grew up thinking that's right, and you've learnt that from the parents. You understand? Because children learn from their parents, okay? So there could have been a toxic dynamic in a home, okay? We grew up learning, okay? Thinking, well, to protect ourselves, we've got to, okay? And that ain't the right way to go about it. But this is something I've seen. So you think, all right, that's protecting myself. This is what my mum and my dad done. This is how you protect yourself. But it isn't, because that situation can then lead you into more problems, okay? You know, you may have had a sibling that you're not talking to right now, okay? Maybe you have fond memories of when you were children, okay? Maybe, again, could have been something to do with a parent that was very toxic. Someone lived in a toxic dynamic, or you were removed from a home that was a toxic dynamic, yeah? There was a lot of drinking, a lot of partying going on, okay? So again, you've learnt that from your parent, growing up, drinking around your parent, or you're drinking with your mum, or, okay, well, my mum used to party, my mum had a lot of friends, okay? You learn that lifestyle. It's learnt from a parent, you know. And some people, because of the past, they then go from one addiction, one extreme to the next. Because then there's anger involved. You start getting angry with the parents. You should have done better for me. Why would you put me in this situation? Why would A, B and C have happened? Then it goes from drinking to other substances. But again, it's about setting your intentions, getting the help and the support you need, okay? To get out of the struggle, the dynamic, something that's got hold of you. Spirit is saying, don't allow your past to define your future. Take your power back. Golden rule. needs to understand their body, okay? And someone needs to let go of ego so you understand your body. If you're under an influence of some substance, is there something, let's just say if you drink a lot, have you had problems with your liver, or have you been to the doctors, or you've got concerns because you're over drinking? Understand your body. If you go and get a checkup and good for you, or you've got to protect your body, you've got to understand your body, you've got to pay attention to the signs, okay? I know maybe you're someone that smokes 40 cigarettes a day, and you can only take a couple of steps and you're like, yeah? Understand your body, that's from the smoking, okay? That's telling you your lungs are saying, please stop, cut down, whatever it is, understand your body, okay? Whatever it is you're doing that's affecting your body, understand your body. Abundance is your right. You are never alone. And feel joy in all you do. So don't ever think, well, if I leave these people, if I cut, whoever off, and I go in one direction, I'm going to be lonely. No, you're not. You're never alone, okay? You've got your guards. You've got to walk in faith. You've got to have faith. You're never alone. But you've got to believe that. You're never alone, trust me. Okay, thanks for joining me. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Bye.